What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are going bass fishing. My original plan was to go to Philpott Lake, but on the way there this morning I decided to come to Smith Mountain Lake instead. I have not fished here in probably 8 months or so. It's still February, it's cold, the wind's blowing. So today my game plan is to basically go out and throw a jerkbait. I brought an Alabama rig and a crankbait. That's what I'm gonna throw. I might throw a jig around a little bit. Not really sure yet, but we just got to the boat ramp. So let's get the boat in the water and go see if we can put a couple of fish in the boat. All right, you guys, I'm just gonna give y'all a quick tip here. When you're looking for these steeper banks, you see how the contour lines here are really tight up against the shore. That's when you know it's a steeper drop off. So you can see these shallower spots here. I'm gonna try to avoid those and just stick to these tighter contours right here. So we'll see if there's anything to that. I know there is this time of year, so let's see what will happen. Tell y'all one thing. So yesterday when we were fishing, the water temp was 39. The water temperature here is 45 and a half. That's a huge difference. All right, and I don't know if y'all can see it, the camera or not, but there's one. That sucker hit it on the paws. It's a start, you guys. No, Bruce, get back. Get back. All right, you're gonna get a hook in you. Bruce, get back. Get back. No. All right, y'all, you can see that fish almost took the rod out of my hand. One thing about these stock megabass hooks, y'all, they bend really easily, so you're gonna want to keep an eye on that if you choose to fish a megabass jerkbait, which I would highly recommend. All right, so that tells me something right there, that possibly I need to pause it longer. So I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna go snap, pause, and see if that makes a difference, because that fish clearly hit when I was paused. Oh gosh, that thing crushed it. Bruce, no. That thing hammered it. Bruce, stay in the back. That's a big one, y'all. He's not hooked very well. He swiped at it. Oh. I'm gonna try to land it right here. Just for y'all. I would normally go to the back of the boat. Bruce, no. Bruce, get in the back. Bruce, get in the back. Bruce, get in the back. Get in the back. All right, you guys. That's a grown one right there. You can see though, y'all can see, that's a big one. He just swiped at it. But he's got all 3 treble hooks in him. I'll give y'all a better look at this guy. These fish are so lethargic that you can't really tell how big they are at first. That's a solid, let's see how much that fish weighs. I'm gonna go with 4 pounds probably. That is a 4-1. All right, you guys, I've got the camera pointed. Let me see. I'm gonna try to show y'all. Y'all can see the riprap here in front of me. That fish was right on the break of the rocks right there. You can see we're also on a point right here, so it's got a little bit of wind blowing up on it. And this is what I'm throwing today. This is the Mega Bass +1. It is in the GP Sexy Shad color. It's my go-to color, especially in these clear waters. It looks like a shad or a blueback herring. I'm throwing it on 10-pound Sunline FC Sniper, and this is the first stretch of bank we've hit, so we kind of know what we're looking for. And I don't know how many times I've said that, and you go looking for the same stuff, and it doesn't pan out. See, that line's nice and brittle. All right, you guys, we kind of run out of real estate here. We are gonna make a move. We got a short little run, kind of back to where we put the boat in, so I'll get back with y'all here shortly. All right, you guys, I just want to point something out to you. So a lot of people, including myself, have history on certain bodies of water, and I have history here. I've fished here a lot, but say last year I came here at the same time and the conditions were similar. Yeah, you could probably go back to some of those areas and catch some fish, but I'm fishing simply the conditions that I see in front of me. So try not to get stuck in those habits where you go back and fish history. I'm not saying don't go check it, but if it looks good, pull over and fish it. And that's exactly what we're doing today. If I think something looks good, I'm gonna go fish it. Well, fishing's slowed down. There's a big old flock of ducks coming up, so we might as well give them some food. Mac, mac. Come here. Grab it. All right, y'all. Should give y'all a little update. So, my gas gauge is not working, or if it is working, I'm literally almost out of gas. I only put 6 gallons in this morning. Thought I had more gas than I did in there. It's kind of scaring me, so I'm not gonna go that far from the ramp, but I don't know if y'all can see it. The wind is so bad that I'm seriously having trouble with the jerkbait. So I'm pulling out the Alabama rig here. I've got to rig up one more of these guys, and then we're just gonna put the trolling motor down and just freaking cover water. There's a big one. God, he smoked. Hopefully he doesn't bend my hook. Oh yeah. Bruce, no. Get back. Get back, Bruce. Get back. Get in the back. Oh, get back. Look at that, you guys. It ate. Bruce, sit down. Sit down. That fish ate both baits. Look at that. That is crazy. That's another solid 3.5 or 4 pounder. Bruce, quit barking. This is the only time I've ever had one actually eat both baits. That is impressive. Second cast with the A-rig. Bam. That's our third solid good one. Go ahead and get her back. Mwah. Mwah. Damn, it's pretty. So, hey, Bruiser. No. Back at the yacht club, I caught a 4-1 and one right at 3 pounds on a jerkbait. Now I just pulled out the A-rig and caught one a little over 3 up there. Then I went into what do you call it, Jake's place back there. Campers, didn't get a bite. I went to the windiest bank I could find up there, and second cast with this, I caught one over 3. Good luck. Yes, sir. You too. I'd like to catch 5 before we hang it up. Look at that. Oh, shit. Wow, y'all. Just found myself like a $60 or $70 net. It's the gift that keeps on giving right here. Look at that. Bruce, get in the back. It's a brand spanking new Bubba net. All right, Bruce, let's go across, buddy. Oh my gosh! Dude, chased it and bit it at the boat. No way. Bruce, get in the back. Y'all, I just reeled it up and this fish followed it all the way to the boat and I just stopped it and it freaking just ate it. You gotta be kidding me. That is crazy. I cannot make that up. Get in the back. Get in the back. Hey, get in the back. I cannot make that up. No. Bruce, quit barking. I just made a change and I was like, ah, let's go across. I reeled the jerkbait up and this thing followed it and I just stopped the jerkbait and it just went, ate it. That is craziness. What? That is crazy. What was that fish thinking? I'm gonna tell y'all right now, they're not lethargic at all. That thing chased it like a muskie and I stopped it and I watched it go. Wow. All right, you guys, we're gonna call that a wrap for the day. I don't have any more gas. We're gonna call it a day. The Megabass 110+1 in GP Sexy Shad was the winner for today. She's got some new battle scars on her. And then the Alabama rig, obviously y'all saw I caught that one. So we've been out here for, I don't know, 4 hours and we've caught 4 nice fish. It's definitely fishing better than I expected. But we got an hour-and-a-half trip back to the house. So we're gonna put these rods up and load the boat on the trailer and hit the road. No Bruce. Let's go. Let's go. All right, you guys, so that is a wrap. The boat is loaded up and me and Bruce are headed home. We've got a couple more hours of daylight left. Today was a blast. I was not expecting it to be that productive in that short amount of time. We did find that awesome net too. I just looked that net up. It's like $160 net. That makes the trip even more worth it. But I just wanted to kind of tell y'all a little bit more about what we did and what we tried to target. My initial thought was where I started, that there would be bait back there and I could possibly catch some suspending fish, maybe some stripers, bass mixed in, who knows. But that wasn't the case. The wind was barely blowing back there and I fished for probably, I don't know, 1,000 yards of shoreline before I finally caught those 2 nice fish, and they were, like I said, real close together. After that, we went, I don't know, an hour-and-a-half without getting even a sniff from a fish. I fished a lot of water and didn't get a bite, and decided to head back out to the main lake and where it was the windiest and throw an Alabama rig. And second cast, boom, 3-pounder. I was like, all right, well, we're on to something here. Well, that just wasn't the case. I didn't get another bite with the Alabama rig. I was continuing to fish the main lake. So I get around to a point, kind of heading in towards the ramp, and threw the jerkbait out there, and I was like, oh, you know, nothing's gonna be on this point, and started reeling it up. And I always watch my bait, you know, when it comes to the boat, and I see this little shark behind it. So I stopped the jerkbait, and that thing just, boom, just hammers it. I'm like, what in the world? They're not supposed to do that when it's this cold out, but it did. Which makes my point. I always say this too. I forgot what pro angler I learned this from, but they said always finish your cast. Don't rush your cast. And if you think, oh, well, there's no fish there, that's a perfect example of why you fish your cast. So I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. I know it was a short one, but hopefully it's entertaining, and we'll be getting out there on the water again in the next couple of days here. Hopefully we can go to Philpott. You know, I've heard it's on fire, and that older fellow and his grandson also said it was on fire. So we're gonna have to go check that out. And another thing, that little kid and his grandfather reminds me so much of me and my granddad. You know, he got me into fishing, and it's just super cool. Kind of gives me that nostalgia feeling. anytime I see something like that. And that they came back and checked on me and tried to get some tips to see if I'd had any luck. So that was cool. I appreciate y'all watching, and y'all stay tuned for the next video. I hope y'all enjoy this one. Thanks.